with the OKC Thunder being eliminated by the Utah Jazz in 6 games in just the first round. Yes, you don't hear me wrong, it's not the second round, it's not the Western Conference Finals. The OKC Thunder with the big three is eliminated by the Utah Jazz, lead by a rookie in just the first round. So it looks like it's for sure that one of their big threes, Paul George, will leave the Thunder and test the free agency in order to get more money for his next contract. PG actually played pretty well in the series as he scored 36 points in Game 1 and 34 points in Game 5 to help the Thunder win both games. PG averaged 24.7 points and grabbed 6 rebounds per game in the series. However, PG only scored 5 points in the 6th and final game of the series. He didn't step up when the team needed him most. As a Thunder fan, I gotta say it has been a disappointing season. We only win 48 games with the addition of Paul George and Melo. By the way, Melo is just garbage right now. The GM of the Thunder should immediately fire Bill Donovan, the worst coach in the NBA, and trade Melo. But that's not what we're going to talk about today. Today we're going to talk about Paul George and which team he will sign with in the summer of 2018. The first team is no doubt the LA Lakers. Paul George was born in LA, and just like what he said, everybody wants to play for their home. LA is a much bigger market than Indiana or Oklahoma, and the weather is also better. And what's most important is that the Lakers has enough money to offer Paul George a max contract that he has been waiting for years. Paul George can play both with the ball or off the ball. He can perfectly coexist with the second overall draft pick of the 2017 draft, Lonzo Ball, if he decided to join the Lakers. But PG also stated that playing for his home is not the only reason why he wants to go somewhere. For me, I think what PG cares about most is still winning games. George at the beginning of this season said that if the Thunder makes the Western Conference Finals or the Finals, obviously they didn't do that, he would like to stay with the Thunder. However, there are rumors that the Lakers also want to trade for Kawhi Leonard this offseason. Both Kawhi and Lonzo are ball-dominant players, and both Kawhi, Paul George, and also Brandon Ingram both play the small forward position. So I don't think three of them can really coexist because you have a young, promising player play small forward, and one MVP candidate Kawhi Leonard plays small forward, and a all-star level player Paul George plays small forward. I don't think they can really coexist. The second team is the one and only San Antonio Spurs. The Spurs is always seen as a contender every single year. Now with rumors all around saying that Kawhi wants to be out of San Antonio, it's very possible that the Spurs will pursue Paul George this summer to replace Kawhi. Paul George is as a great player, two-way player as Kawhi, and I think Paul George can really fit in the system of the Spurs. And also, if George can be coached by Greg Popovich, one of the best coaches the league has ever seen, I think George can turn himself into an MVP candidate. But there are also problems that the Spurs got to fix. They need to sign a new point guard in the market because Tony Parker is so obvious that he's way too old. And Patty Mills, he's good to be a backup point guard. He's good to come off the bench. But it's so apparent that he is not good enough to be the starting point guard of the San Antonio Spurs. So they can For me, I would suggest them to pursue Derrick Rose this summer, because we all know Derrick Rose still averaged 18 points last season, which is not bad, and he averaged 14 points and even shot 70%. Don't hear me wrong, 70% from the three-point line. They also need to sign guys like Joe Johnson or Jamal Crawford if Kawhi really wants out. If Kawhi really got traded, I think Paul George will be the best guy to replace Kawhi. The third option for Paul George is to stay with the OKC Thunder. Guys like Tracy McGrady, Jalen Rose, and Chris Carter all think that Paul George should stay with the OKC Thunder. Paul George and Russ built a strong relationship this season, and Paul George earlier stated that it's because the resigning of Russ that makes his decision to go to the Thunder much easier. Also, the Thunder is able to offer PG a 5-year max contract, while the other teams are only able to offer Paul George a 4-year max contract. However, this season just proved that the new OK3 is a failure, and as Melo refused to come off the bench, they really needed to trade him. Melo only averaged 16 points in the regular season and 11 points in the first round of the playoffs. They should sign some other guys to make their lineup better. So guys, this is today's video. I wish you guys enjoyed, and I'm out. Peace.